Hello, fans of sports. This is again another podcast episode of Oh Snap Pizza Nap with your host, Vasilis. And I'm going to be talking about today the NFL's preseason week 1. I can't believe we got to this far, but we got here and now we're closer than we think of watching Monday nighters, Thursday nighters, and Sunday nighters and Sunday morning football, which is awesome. Let's talk about the first game at hand of the preseason. It's the Washington football team versus the New England Patriots. Everybody's thinking maybe Mac Jones is a starter. What number is his jersey? Because he's probably not going to wear number 50 this year. I've been watching the NFL Network today. I've been looking up all the info on possible starters for the preseason games. And honestly, my buddy, he's a Patriots fan, so I know he's going to be cheering for the Patriots. So tonight I'm going to have to cheer for the Washington team, and just to irritate him and rub him the wrong way. And I see Ryan Fitzpatrick, Fitzmagic, as everybody would like to call him. He will be starting tonight's opener versus the Patriots. So, who's the Patriots quarterback going to start? I know a lot of people are saying it'll be Cam Newton. I have a funny feeling it might be Mac Jones. Let's see what the young guy has. Seems like he's a Bill Belichick prodigy boy. He's gonna, he's got that swagger. He's got that arm. He's a hell of a good football player. He has a high IQ in football, and knowing where everybody is on the field at all times doesn't matter. It's just what it is. These kids are being drafted. They're highly educated. All I hear is the Trevor Lawrence, Justin Fields kind of thing going on, but there's Trey Lance out in the 49ers there with Jimmy G and Jalen Hurts, and being in Pittsburgh, and he'll be starting tonight in Philly with Pittsburgh. I just really, really would love to know who everybody has picked for the Super Bowl champions. I would probably have to say it is undoubtedly probably Tampa Bay Buccaneers. My gut's saying that, but my heart's saying, maybe Kansas City Chiefs. Maybe, a surprise team. Maybe the Seahawks. Who knows? You got all that controversy going on right now in Green Bay with Aaron Rodgers. That guy's a hell of a good quarterback, Kind of understand why he was hurt by the fact that they drafted another QB, but again, it's a business. It's all about, moving forward, future. In football, it's, I noticed something with football is different from every other sport out there. As you get older, your playing time starts dwindling, unless you're Tom Brady or Brett Favre or Steve Young, or the list goes on. These guys, they're getting drafted early because they're at a high peak. They're in, basically, I would say their prime when they're rookies, because they're in their prime until about get near 30, and that's when they start dropping. Big Ben, love Big Ben. That guy's awesome. Big Ben Roethlisberger. As I say, there's a lot of things that I'm catching up on my NFL. I'm starting to follow it a little more again in the last few years, so my thing might be a little off. As I said earlier there, I would love to know who's picking a Super Bowl champion this year. I say from my gut, knowing that the Buccaneers are who they are and the quarterback that they got, Brady isn't retired. I can see Brady probably playing until he's at least 50. That guy's just in immaculate condition, and you got to give it up. He has a supermodel wife who probably keeps him in check every day of the week. But a few of my dark horse teams I would probably say are, you're going to look at Probably Miami. Miami's probably a dark horse. Arizona Cardinals might be a dark horse. I know I'm going to get a lot of flack, but I'm going to throw it out there to one of the hosts out there. Sorry about that. That's my phone going off again. Recording off my phone. To a show that I always watch, Jalen and Jacoby. Jalen Rose, I know he's a Detroit Lions fan, and I'll give it up to him. He's a great he was a great basketball player. I'll say his team is one of them dark horse teams. Jared Goff is going to do something completely different under a complete different head coach. Nothing taken away from McVee in LA. He's a hell of a good young coach too. But I think Stafford's going to do really well in the Rams organization, whereas Jared Goff, he's going to do significantly well with Detroit. Detroit, watch them. Sorry, I got to take a drink here. Watch Detroit become a team to make the playoffs. It's just how it is. They have a new coach. They have some good players. I know they gave away some players. They have some young players that can probably help this team make the playoffs this year. Something just tells me nobody's paying attention to Detroit. Detroit's a pretty stellar team. The other team is probably Tennessee Titans, but again, it's the Titans, and I don't know too much about them. I don't really follow them as much as I follow other teams. And I'm probably going to get some flack here, but if I have to pick a bonus dark horse team, it's probably one of the two New York teams. Most likely it's New York Giants. Daniel Jones, James Jones, good quarterback. He does have a stellar offense with all-star there, Saquon Barkley. Barkley stays healthy, that team's just going to be unstoppable. But I was watching earlier on the NFL Network on the Good Morning Football News. Zach Wilson basically came out and told all the media that he was done with all the crap that they're giving him. He's here. He can take it. He will make mistakes in practice and in reps and all that. That's understandable. They have such a young team. Young offensive line, young defensive line, and he is their young quarterback. If they don't make the playoffs or make anything out, they'll probably be a good team. They probably won't finish. They'll finish dead last in their division. But on that side note, I wouldn't be surprised to see them make the playoffs. Zach Wilson and this entire squad could probably change up the narrative and just surprise the hell out of all the New York fans. I know you want me to talk about Josh Allen and Buffalo Bills. We all know what Josh Allen and Buffalo Bills have. We know what Josh Allen can do. That man is unstoppable. And I would love to see a repeat matchup between him and Mahomes, because that is right there is money making all the way to the bank. It is bankable money. The Cleveland Browns, they're probably going to make the playoffs with everybody being on the same page finally. You got Baker Mayfield. Baker is another upstart, young, great quarterback. You have Odell Beckham Jr. there. You have Landry. You have Hunt. You have so many Cobb. You got so many players on that roster that can he has weapons, unbelievable weapons. To say who's going to be probably the most valuable player in the NFL this year, it's a hard one to say, because you got so many good young quarterbacks coming up, like in Chicago with Justin Fields. Trevor Lawrence in Jacksonville. And of course you got Tom Brady and the Buccaneers. The thing is, I see valuable player will not be a quarterback this year. It will probably be Chase Young. Maybe Tyreek Hill from Kansas. It could possibly be Najee Harris. Maybe a few others. They're not quarterback. I'm not giving saying quarterbacks. I'm saying, offensive players like running backs, wide receivers, and that. You never know who's going to be that most valuable player. I understand quarterback is one of your high areas to vote for, but I wouldn't give away a vote to just a quarterback. Give it to a player that's actually performing. Hey, you never know, it might be a defensive end player. It's out there. But anyways, to finish up on this quick podcast here, I can't wait to see tonight's game. Patriots versus the Washington team, and then the Steelers and the Eagles. Let's go Washington. Let's go I can't even say let's go Eagles because I do own an Eagles hat. I have an Eagles jersey, but it's Carson Wentz. I know I'm going to get some flack for that, but that's all right. And a Steelers hat. And it's the two Pennsylvania teams. Money saying Big Ben's going to win it. Hate to say it. Sorry, Jalen Hurts, but it's there. And Jalen Rose, hashtag Jalen Rose, hashtag Jalen and Jacoby. Check it out on ESPN. It is an awesome, fantastic show. But I will catch you guys on the flip side later. Cheers. Enjoy the football tonight. I'll talk to you guys all later.